Okay, welcome to Math Pro. All right, so the question of the day yesterday was this question right here. You have a triangle, and the height is x minus 5 centimeters, and the base is x plus 7 centimeters. And the area of the triangle is giving us 22.5 centimeters squared. And your task for two questions: calculate the value of x. And then once you know the value of x, you are asked to calculate the height and then the base, the actual. Okay, so you see the height and the base are given in terms of x. So we need to find x first. Once we know x, then we can calculate the actual dimensions in centimeters. Okay, so that's the question. Just take a look at it. All right, so this is what we do here at Math Pro is I teach what? Link thinking, confidence, and perseverance. So, okay, what does that mean? So, I'm going to give you a few problems here, okay, and you pay attention to it. That is to help you do this question. So, once we finish these questions up here, I expect you to be able to link all the concepts up here. I expect you to be confident, and then I expect you to persevere. Don't give up until you get the answer. Okay, so here we go. So the first part is multiply x plus 8 and x minus 4. So how do we do that? All right, that's pretty. So this is x squared, right? You take the x's, the first one, so x squared minus 4x, and then I take the 8 plus 8x, and then minus 32. And then I combine like terms. So I have x squared, negative 4 plus 8 is positive 4. So it's plus 4x minus 32. I am done. Okay, what do you learn from this here? Look at the last term here. The last term here is the factors of negative 32 that add up to positive 8. That's how we're going to move from here back to that way. So when you see factor, we were here, x plus 8 times x minus 4, and then we got this one. We got x squared plus 4x minus 32. Factor means move from here and go back to that way. So what do? We look for factors of negative 16 that add up to negative 6. What are those? Factors of negative 16. We can have several, right? Okay, so the ones that work will be negative 8 and positive 2. When we multiply these two, we get negative 16. When we add, we get negative 6. So the factors to this becomes x minus 8, x plus 2. You're done. Okay, what about this one here? Okay, solve x squared minus 10x plus 16 equals 37. How do you do that? In quadratic equations, most of it, right, you want it to be equal to 0. At this level that we are right now, we want it to be equal to 0. So you need to move everything to the left. So now you're going to get x squared minus 10x, and it will be 16 minus 37. 16 minus 37. So it's negative 37 plus 16 is going to be negative 21 minus 21 equals 0. See that? Equals 0. Now, what do we have here? The next step is for you to factor this one here. Factors of negative 21 that add up to, sorry, let me change this a little bit. It should be, let me put it this way, that is going to become plus. So I'll make this thing here plus 50. Let's see, 1 plus 58 plus 58. Sorry, plus 58. I changed the question. Plus 58 equals 37. Okay, so when I move this over here, okay, it will be 58 minus 37, which will be positive 21. So factors of positive 21 that add up to negative 10. What are those? X is negative 7, negative 3 equals 0. That's what I have, right? So once you have that, Once you have that, either this equals 0, x minus 7 equals 0, which means x equals 7, or x minus 3 is also equal to 0, mean x equals 3. So these are your solutions. These are your solutions. Okay, so the factors that multiply to get positive 21 will be negative 3, negative 7. They multiply to get positive 21 and they add to get negative 10. This would be okay. And then you put them in here and then you set it equal to 0. Okay, and then each one equals 0. These are your solutions. X equals 3, x equals 7. All right. Area of a triangle, base times height divided by 2. So it's 10 times 27 over 2, which is 2 goes here, 1, 5. This is 135 centimeter squared. Is that right? Yes. Okay, now we get to this, the main question. I say, now link it, be confident, follow the rules of algebra, persevere, don't quit. So what do we know? The area, the above triangle has the height of this, and this is the base. Calculate the value of x. How are you going to do it? So the first thing you need to do is write the expression for the area, right? Area, what is the area of a expression? Area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. Your base is given as x plus 7. X plus 7. Your height is x minus 5, sorry. X minus 5 divided by 2. So this is your expression for the area, right? Okay. What do we know? We know that x plus 7, x minus 5 over 2. We've been told the area, this area A, is 22.5. Okay, so what do we do? How do we solve this? We cross multiply. So x plus 7 times x minus 5 is equal to 45. Are you with me? Are you with me? Okay, this is what I talked to you about. Follow the rules, right? Okay, be confident, right? Persevere, don't quit. Step by step, you are applying the definitions. You started from here, okay? All right, what does it mean? This is the base, okay? That is the height. You put them in there, okay? All right, and you've been told that this is equal to 22.5. That's what you do in algebra. You set it equal to that. Cross multiply, okay? And then what do? You follow the rules. What do you do with this? It is x squared plus 2x minus 35 is equal to 45. You see that? Okay, you expand it. That's what you learned from the first question. The first question, you learn to multiply these binomials, right? Okay, and then from the last question here, when you have something like this, what do? You move everything to the left to make it equal to 0. So you have x squared plus 2x, and we need to subtract this 45, and then minus 80 equals 0. See that? So this is the link thinking I'm talking about. So you do the link thinking because you've learned this here, you've learned this skill, so apply it. Okay. Now, what do? You've learned to factor this. How do you factor it? This is the scale, the second scale. Factors of negative 80 that add up to positive 2. What is that? X plus 10, x minus 8. This is equal to 0. And then you solve for x. X equals negative 10, x equals 8, right? Okay, but we are dealing with dimensions here. So if you put x equals negative 10 in here, we know we're going to get negative value. So we are going to cross this out. So this is the value we are looking for, x equals 8. Now that we know x equals 8, what is the height? The height is giving us what? X minus 5, x minus 5. Now that we know x is equal to 8, the height is 3 centimeters. Why did we not use the negative 10? Because if you put negative 10 in place of the x, you get negative 10 minus 5 equals negative 15 centimeters. We're dealing with dimensions, so that's out. That's why, okay, you have to select the value of x that makes sense, and you have to substitute in the expressions in order to know which one to throw out. Okay, and then the base is x plus 7 centimeters, right? And then we say, since we know that it is 8, is 8 plus 7, 8 plus 7 centimeters. So the base is 15 centimeters, right? Okay, and if you multiply the base times the height, is 15 times 3, which is 45. We divide by 2, we get what? 22.5. So we double check centimeter square, which is correct. You got it? All right. So make sure, right, you watch the video again, pause it, do it yourself, make sure you get the same answers. That's how you learn. And then go ahead and do the supervised quizzes that I'm sending you this week. Okay, cool. All right. Keep on practicing, keep on applying yourself well, and all things being equal, what do I keep telling you? You shall bloom. Have a good day.